And I'm back. More East Origin. Let's see what's happening over here. You're level! Hooray! Damn! Oh boy, it's done. Damn it! Make you come to me! Alright, so... seen some crazy stuff with Dells. The other two episodes, or in the other two routes, I forget what happens over here. I want to say Yugo turns and they show him off, but I'm not sure. Doesn't look like anything happens. Okay, so nothing happens. Weird. So I guess we just keep going. Ah, yeah, we just keep going. Interesting. No subplots yet. We'll get to that someday. Interesting. They just don't. Interesting. Ah, no! Ah! Ah! I don't know why I'm doing. Ah! But whatever. I'll keep going. Anyway, Dragonborn Key. Don't teleport on me. Why did you turn? Dickhead. Yeah, go in the muck. Stop moving! Brrr. Just go brrr and die. Whoop my bouncy! Ah! Oh. Well, nothing doing. Go back up, I guess. I can go over here, though. Oh, you're finally dead. You don't go pew pew. I go pew. I go stab stab. Aha! Come on. Here. Phantom boots. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I bounced! Ah! I bounced all the way back down. Go me. Actually, you know, fuck it, I'll level up. Because I'm here. Try to get some extra fights in. Yeah. Alright, let's see what's out here. Huh? Hey, you claw man! Oh, I know who that is. Epona. Guessing you haven't found the other goddesses if you're wandering around here, huh? Well, no skin off my back. Still means I have a chance to find her myself. Oh? Aren't you supposed to be guarding this area? Or the annex? Well, I was, till Zava showed up and told me to get the hell out of there. Said I was in the way or something. I don't know. Guess I figured to go search for the goddesses or get the Black Pearl some more. I see. So what's happening at the annex now? Those twerps from the east have taken it. No biggie, though. Devil's Gate's still locked up tight. They won't be seeing Athena for some time. Oh, and before I left, some of the sorcerers from East showed up. But your little brother wasn't with them. I wonder where he's got himself off to. Come on, don't look at me like that. He's a pretty tough adversary, you know. It's only natural I want to keep tabs on him. Uh-huh. I didn't see a thing. I didn't say a thing. Since you brought him up, I feel inclined to express my appreciation that you're looking out for him. All right, enough. I'm out of here. Oh, almost forgot. I got something for you, Claw Man. Yay! That's how you get it. What's this? It's a medallion that'll let you get further up. Figured I should give you a sporting chance, you know. But keep wasting time like that, I'll find the goddess before you, so don't slack off. Fight the good fight and all that. I'm gonna go pester Yugo some more. What an honorable gesture. She and Yugo are more similar than I'm sure either of them would care to admit. They make an excellent... See, even he knows it! Once this whole mess is over, anyway. Mercy's yet to come, I wonder. I wonder how it'll all play out from here. Perhaps best not to think about it. I should focus my efforts on finding Rhea before it's too late. Yeah, let's go get to... Yeah, I'm going to get to that save point with the mantis. That sounds like a good plan. Maybe level up some more. Because I remember being, what, level 41 and mopping the floor with them. Level 39 was, eh. So, a couple extra levels before I get there is probably a good thing. I don't want to keep jumping. These guys are annoying. Get down here so I can stab you. I like Epona. She's my favorite character in this game other than Unica and the goddesses. Then again, I bet you would have probably figured that one out. There. Anyway, let's get over here, get to stabbing. I hate you guys. Stop being the... I don't know how I'm gonna fight the Mantis as a very close range guy, because I think I'm supposed to hit him in the fucking head, but he's above the ground. So I'm hoping the Thunderclaw does the job, but I'm not sure if it does. Oh, gross. 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 Yeah, I'm able to kill you guys. You're on the fucking ground. And stab you quick. Alright, level 40. Maybe if I do that one, that hits. We'll see. Ow. Yeah, the Mantis room is close by, so... Yeah. Get to level 41, we'll see. Or no, level 40, please. 41 might take a bit longer. But I'm not against leveling up, because I'm not going to fight the boss in this episode, so... I might do what I did in the Sands episode. Oh, you moved me out of the... Yeah, even though I don't use it. Yeah. Maybe I do the Inferno attack against that. I don't know. Haven't really had to use that much. Haven't even used Godspeed that much. But I know against Dells I will, which is unfortunate. Right. Stop being a little bitch. Remember, level 50 is kind of where you want to be by the end of the game, so any extra levels just helps. And I'm gonna run out of the XP booster, because of course I am. And lame. Yeah, it's probably for the best if I level up to 41. I forget if 42 or 43 are doable, but 41 by the end of this episode, probably not. Probably not bad. Okay. Yeah, just keep jumping into it, you dumb butt. Dumb butt, dumb butt. Dumb futt, dumb butt. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. What I am saying is I'm gonna open this door. I'm gonna fight this fucking guy one more time. I've like literally none of the bosses fighting as at least none of the main bosses. Velagunder, Niltilger. I think Galaldi was the only one I liked fighting. I don't expect that to change much. So, let me go back, get one more level. Okay. But, closing in. Demonic Core is the last area. It should only be like 3 to 4 more episodes. And then this is done. But yeah, I'm going to be playing Kid Chameleon as my retro game of choice. Speaking of games that could or could not be hard, we'll see. That game I'm pretty decent at, but it's one of the weirder platformers. It's got a lot of, like, branching paths and weird levels. I think it's like 120, 130 levels altogether, but you don't have to fight them all. I don't think you do, and most of them are really 3 to 5 minutes at most. The ones that annoy me are the auto-scroll levels with an auto-scroll thing of doom, so that's gonna be a bitch. But other than those, I should be fine, provided I've got the right skills to beat whatever's in my way. Because it's not even about fighting enemies in that game, it's mostly about traversal and platforming. But the nice thing about the Sega Genesis collection is I do have a slow, but I do have a rewind feature. So if I get myself into trouble in a certain level, I should be fine. It should take me a couple hours to beat the game, give or take. Nothing too bad. As stated in the last grind session, I started putting some of the games that I'm like, I don't hate, but I'm also like lesser interested in, but would still play, I think, as, you know, maybes. Because I put games in my YouTube list as A or B games. Whether I really want to play them. Like the go-tos, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, Persona, obviously. Or even S rank, because that would be basically like, yeah, I'm playing this and you ain't stopping me. Like, you're not going to have to convince me. Or B as in, you know, something like a Suikoden or a Lunar. Something different, something off the beaten path. Oh, I already gained level 41 already. So, you know, stuff like that. But I've also started I decided to put a few games, I don't know, like Romancing Saga 2 or Unicorn Overlord and 13 Sentinels. You know, the ones that aren't from good franchises or are good games. You know, Etrian Odyssey, I think. Because I watched it and I was like, maybe not. I like it, but I don't know. I'm not sure quite yet what to think. But I figured, what's the harm? What's the harm in putting the games on the list? Because what if Etrian Odyssey is something somebody wants to see? Or, like, at least one game. Or two. Because, again, I'm going to be in this sort of thing for the long haul, and I figure more options are better. I Am Setsuna was another one that, like, I looked at, and I was kind of iffy on, but I didn't hate. But I just felt like at the time I was watching it, I'm like, I don't know about this one. So, again, not saying no to it. Just saying, in a pinch, having an option is better than having no option. I think that's important, and that's an important distinction. That's what I'm going to list as kind of a level C kind of game, where, like, maybe it's not the best option, but you never know when listing it could be a saving grace. It's probably the same thing with Final Fantasy XII. Or if, say, Final Fantasy XIII gets a console remaster or something. Like, for all of the faults that I have with Final Fantasy XII and XIII, like, I can still play them and probably enjoy them under the right circumstance. If I didn't like them, like, how would I describe it? Something like Loop 8. Which was garbage, and I knew it by the time I played it in like 30 minutes. I knew that this game was terrible. If you've ever played it, you know why. Something like that will probably never happen. But a game like Final Fantasy XII, which I've been notoriously against and said, well, I've never put it on my list because I'm not that desperate. What if someday I am? And I don't want to play it, but then realize, you know what? Even if it's not what I would consider a Final Fantasy game, it's still a good game in its own right. And I think someday I will be glad to play it. But not to the extent that I would put it over, say, a Dragon Quest or an Ys or whatever. So that's why I put them in that list. I'm not saying no, is what I'm saying. Because as soon as you start saying no to something, you start telling people that what they like just doesn't matter, or like their input doesn't matter. I'm trying to explain this the best way I can put it. I would say it's more that, like, somebody will enjoy it, and maybe in a certain context, I could enjoy it. So even though I said a couple episodes ago it would not make for good content, there's a way to make it that way. And if a game is good enough, and I think that's kind of where I'm at with certain games, is if they're good enough to be played, and I do think, like, Xenoblade Chronicles fits in this too. Not necessarily 2. I liked 2, but I didn't really play 1 or 3, or X, but I think someday I could venture into that. Trails, for the same reason. I think someday Trails or Tokyo Xanadu, you know, because I've been playing Ys so long, you might wonder, well, why are you ever playing Trails or Legend of Heroes? You know, same idea. I think avoiding a game completely, shutting it out completely, is not a good thing. Under the right circumstances. That isn't to say, oh, I'm going to start playing a Pokemon game, or I'm going to start playing Stardew Valley, or something like that, or whatever. You know, those games where I'm just totally not against. Something like Shining Force. You know, I have it on my list, but an experience like playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, like, I think there's enough there that I can get past my aversion to turn-based. Because people saw how bad I'm turn-based while playing Suikoden, though I readily admit I don't think Suikoden is a good turn-based strategy game, right? So I have to keep that in mind. It was not well designed, I'm sure. They did it because they did it. I don't think it was what I would consider a good strategy game. So it's probably not emblematic of, say, a Fire Emblem game, which their entire design is predicated on 20 or 30 years of doing the same games. They probably have perfected it to the point where a dumbass who doesn't like them, like me, might actually enjoy them. You know? So, I don't want to turn this into I'm never gonna play a game ever. But I think just having the listing of this is an A game, this is a B game, this is a C game, lets me know and lets people know that there's reasons why these are my favorites. There's a reason why this isn't that interesting enough that I think I like them. And then C is like on a, you never know. You just never know. On a rainy day, this could be a good saving grace. And I might actually enjoy it. Because if it was a bad game, right? A bad game, I won't list it. But I think going forward, being able to just tell people, you know what? If Final Fantasy XII ever gets on this channel, sure. I'll play it. Is it my first choice? No, but a lot of people like it. And it's not a bad game. It's just not what I would consider a Final Fantasy game. There's a difference. So there's stuff about it that is still good. The cast, some of the gameplay ideas. I just think it's going to be one of those longer down the line if I really, really need it. So maybe that's a turn. Maybe that's a turn to the positive. Because again, I don't want this to become a negative thing. Because if I didn't want to play a game, I wouldn't play it. The fact that I'm putting them on my list as you never know says, you know what? I could find enjoyment somewhere. And who knows? It could just be because of the content situation. If I was playing a game all the time, then I might get sick of it. But I think the day-to-day, hey, I'm playing this. I think Final Fantasy II not being a pile of shit changed that. Right? Because I was fully ready to say that Final Fantasy II would be unmitigated crap. And it turns out, do it right enough, it probably doesn't suck that bad after all. It's just decent, which is still kind of good. Anyway, I wanted to end the episode on a positive note, so I sort of did. I'm happy. Speaking of positive, 92,000, almost 93,000. Let's see what I can do with this. Anyway, spent the last couple of grind sessions talking through content things, I guess, rather than stabbing. But hey, these are things I can talk about. Yeah, get those effective herbs. I like those. And status resist. I don't know. Boost recovery. Huh. Hasten skill recovery. I don't have enough SP! Fuck. SP gang. Yes, of course. I should use SP gang. Yeah! 32. That's status duration. Let's get that. Yeah! Get the good shit. Okay, and a lot of stuff I'm probably never gonna get, but you never know. Okay. Cool. I did it good. Now I can rest for the rest of the day, and I will see you next time.